what are you willing to do? You have to be willing to, because why? God has engraced you. The grace is available for you to go forward. You cannot afford to be going backwards. Someone say, in the name of Jesus, I am going forward. Number 4, get into the fight. After pursuing, you stay at a fighting dimension. You have to know how to choose your fight, and how to choose a fight is the fight that God asks you to fight. Because Paul calls it the good fight of faith. Why is it a good fight of faith? It's a fight that you won even before you started. It's not a bad fight of faith. It's a good fight because that fight, you won it. God wanted you to just put it your fingerprint and your foot on the ground, and then He perfect all He wants to do. Look at what He said in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 2 and verse 9. I'm going to read 2 of them. 9 says, and the Lord said unto me, distress not the Moabite, neither contend with them in battle. For I will not give thee of their land for possession. Because, God even gave me a reason. Because I have given unto the children of the Lord for a possession. Isn't it amazing? That something somebody is still occupying, God is busy sharing it. So it's possible that the clients, you think that you are a client, God has already shared them. You can have a friend, a young man, a young lady number on the phone. My wife will tell me about somebody in church. He said, you know, you want to marry sister. I say, my wife, that sister might know they don't go on that place. Meanwhile, the brother is still thinking that I'm working with this sister. Her mind has gone. His possession, another have taken. Because there is nothing that is permanently yours. And that's a bad statement. He told them, he says the next verse 24. Go to 24. He said, rise up, take your journey and pass over river. Behold, I have given into thy hand Simeon, the son, the Amorite, king of Heshbon, his land and his land. You are giving both the king and his land. Now begin to possess it and contend with him. Can you imagine? God says, don't distress, don't bother fighting. I have not given you. This one, I have given you. Then now go and fight. Meaning fight should be directed by God. Meaning fight should not be something because you have muscle, you start fighting. Because if you use your energy to fight a battle God says you don't distress yourself in, by the time the real battle will show up, you have dispensed your energy. God said don't fight here because Bible says in John, a man can receive nothing except it be given by him. So in this kingdom, we are not just takers, we are receivers. They have to give to you. He said, he that is faithful in another man's business will be given his own. Is that not correct? He said, if you are not faithful, Luke 16, if you are not faithful, who will give you your own? You know what I learned from there a few days ago? Listen to me carefully. If you're a worker, you're a staff somewhere, please listen to me what I'm about to say carefully. The moment you are faithful in where you are working, Jesus, I want you to understand this. The moment you are faithful where you are working, your faithfulness is already making a provision on credit in advance for your own. Whether you now decide to do something to activate it is a different thing. I don't know if you're catching what I'm saying. He said the moment, as if you're not faithful, the moment you are faithful, God is saying that your own has been provided for. It's now your job to create ditches where God can pour that thing that has been created for you. I don't know who is catching what I'm talking about. That means your faithfulness in your place of work is a purchasing power for something bigger. And God says, don't go to where you are walking and walk like a thief. Don't be stealing their time. Don't break agreement. Serve with all your heart there. And God said, the moment you are doing that, I am the one that gives. He said, this land, if you fight for it, I'm not giving you. There are some people, no matter if you like pet Mary Kay, come in front of them and do like this, like they will not, the brother will not talk to you. He might even carry you in his car, but you are not in his heart. And until you enter his heart, he will not marry. Are you catching what I'm talking about? So you have to understand that God is the one that gives. That's why you have to partner with God. That's why you have to serve God. That's why you have to understand, if God has not given, he has not given. You have to be doing something to keep what you have received. You can receive and lose. But Bible says, as you increase in strength, and what is the strength? The grace, the wisdom, the understanding to keep that thing. May everything God has given you, may you never lose it. May you never lose it. The next one, number 5. Number 5. Surprise and wear out opposition with your hunger and adequate motivation. Wear them out. If you don't give up, they will soon give up. Nehemiah refused to give up. I encourage you to read the book of Nehemiah because that's where I'm basing my teaching. He refused to give up. 4 verse 14, Nehemiah. He says, and I looked and I rose up and said to the nobles and the rulers and the rest of the people, being afraid of all of these people, remember the Lord who is with you, which is great and terrible. Fight for your brethren. Fight for your sons. Fight for your daughter. Fight for your wives. Fight for your houses. Let me tell you, the reason why some people stay long in a fight is not the fight, but the why of the fight. If you don't have the reason for fight, you will easily give up. If you have a reason for fight, you will stay in the fight for a while. I'm told that when Evander Holyfield met Tyson the first time, okay, the one he won, that the wife was ill. He said the wife or the mother was ill, and then they needed some money to do some things, and then he said, you've already won. You're going to win this fight. So even though that Tyson gave him uppercut, if you watch that match, his eye, or he could hardly see, but he kept fighting. They give him uppercut. He just wait for he said, for where my wife cannot see. I told my wife my back cannot go on the ground. You need to have people that can motivate you. They may not be with you in the battle, but because of them, you stay strong.